What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a Judo's Better Than Jiu-Jitsu episode of The Careful Boys.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Just as a kid, what's something that traumatized you?
Oh, you remember that movie where the kids are all on the island together?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Lord of the Flies?
Lord of the Flies, dude.
I didn't know there was a movie.
That movie was wild.
Watch that.
Yeah.
You had to read the book in school.
Yeah, that movie
Yeah, I read the book.
terrified me as a kid, for sure.
What happens in the movie?
They like kill each other with spears and like that.
Oh yeah.
Remember they throw Piggy off the rocks?
They throw rocks at this kid and like smash his head in. It was a crazy movie, dude.
How old were you when you watched it?
I remember my older cousins were watching it and I was probably like 5 years old. And it was wild.
Damn.
Absolutely wild, yeah.
That is pretty crazy to watch at 5.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of shit that Bart shows Taika now.
Legit.
No, like 300 and stuff.
Yeah.
Bart's showing Taika like IP Man 2 and shit.
No problem.
ICUP, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
I see you. Yeah. The Chinese film about intellectual property.
Oh shit.
IP man.
You know what I'm talking about?
He goes across the world trying to find intellectual property.
I cup man.
Yeah. Catch a kid's peeing by the river. CUP.
IP man.
Oh. Okay, Lord of
Lord
the
of the
Flies.
Flies for sure.
I was just so out of nowhere.
Has all my.
But Taika actually likes normal kid movies. Like right now, the one he's binge watching is Mighty Ducks 2. So I let him watch a bunch of
Oh,
shit.
that's a good.
And he ends up choosing.
Because he's over Bloodsport and Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah, he's done with Bloodsport. He's watched it like.
Did you show him Aaron Brockovich?
He's about a lawyer.
You should just show him weird ass serious movies. American Pie. Yeah. The Firm.
You know that guy that
John Grisham's a great author.
You know that guy that's been playing the theme song to Bloodsport?
Yeah. The 80s dude.
The guy's been playing the theme song to Bloodsport. Like, he has a movie playing in the background.
Yeah, he has a VHS playing.
I'm like, dude, check this out. I show Taika, and he goes, man, he's just pressing the buttons while he's playing the music somewhere else.
So skeptical.
I'm like, no, dude, he's actually playing the song.
He's a little hater, dude. I know. Got a little hater on our hands.
Hey, wait, real quick, tell us a story about that. Put some respect on my name.
So, you know how like kids, they like to compare? Like, my bike's cooler than yours, you're cool, whatever. He got into one of those arguing fests with like another kid at school. And they're like, oh, I'm cooler than you, I'm whatever than you. And he goes, well, I'm more famous than you. And then the other kid's like, no way, I'm more famous than you. And he goes, Google my name. So they Googled his name on the school computer, like in the fun computer lab. Taika Kwan pops up. And they're like, oh, whoa. And he goes, put some respect on my name.
Get out of here, dude. Do you know about this? Because he went to the principal's office after? Why do you know about this?
He told Gio, and then Gio told me.
Oh my God.
You're never going to believe what he told me when I picked him up from school. And I was like, wow.
How many times he can use that infinitely?
Google me is hilarious.
Yeah. But then how many kids can say that? Dude, that's crazy.
It is weird.
Dude, put some respect on my name.
That's so great.
I can't even say
What did that other
today.
kid do? He just sat there, just smoked at the computer. He's just completely smoked.
Yeah,
Turned it off.
What can you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Dude, that would traumatize me as a kid.
Dude, if someone smoked me that hard?
That's the ultimate dunk. You're like,
Yeah, it is.
because everyone's telling lies. You know, like, because like I see their little like friendly rivalry that they have. You're like, oh, I do jiu-jitsu. You know, what belt are you? And I'm gray. And he goes, well, I'm a black belt. And then I'm like, hey, Papa, you told me he's a black belt. And I'm like, you can't even be black belt until you're 18 in jiu-jitsu. So they just always tell each other lies. So I'm sure when he said, I'm famous, the other kid's probably like, this fool's motherfucking lying like I am. Until they Google it. Then they're like, oh, what the fuck?
Weird twist.
Yeah.
And now Taika's just chilling, just always chilling at school, just being like, he's like, I'll never have to buy pre-workout for the rest of my life. Got a whole garage full of it.
Creatine gummies. I'm all stuck, baby. You can always tell what conversations he had at school, because he'll come back and the first thing he does is always fact check. He's like, can scooters go 60 miles an hour? And I'm like, I don't think so.
You just arguing.
Adam told me the scooter goes 60 miles an hour.
60 miles an hour.
Yeah, all fucking day, dude.
I remember there was a kid in my kindergarten named Zach, and he was telling me about how his dad's like the best artist. So I was like, my dad's way better artist for no reason, just to say it. Just to say it. I never seen my dad draw anything, maybe
It
ever.
reminds me of that video when that girl's bragging about her dad having a gold tooth, and then the other one's like, well, my dad has diabetes.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, the fuck is that? That's not even a flex.
My dad has to take 2 shots in the morning.
My dad has a gold tooth. A gold tooth? My dad has diabetes.
A gold tooth.
What about you, Nick? Anything traumatized you as a kid?
I feel like everything was traumatizing to me as a kid.
Your sister's slamming the door on you every day.
Okay, so we were there's the me and Dave were talking about this on our other pod, and it was about this the viral video of that little Chinese kid. He's trying to speak English, and he's trying to say it's 7 o'clock, and then his sister is helping him like pronounce it, but they're from China, and this kid is crying. The boy's like, he's like, it's 7 o'clock, and then the sister is like yelling at him. He's like, it's 7 o'clock, and they're just going back and forth.
And they're both saying it wrong?
Yeah, but like, you know, one kid is saying it way
One
worse.
thinks it's more right than the other.
Yeah, and they're technically right, but it's like, you know, very. Yeah. But he's just like crying, trying to read English, and I was like, it immediately put me back to Hooked on Phonics days, where I just was getting. They were just like, what? Cat! It was like that. Like, you fucking can't get this? It's a C! Like, they're just yelling at me, and I'm just like, okay. Alright. And I'd watch that video, and I was like, I think I'm still a little fucked up from that.
I swear to God, every time I do homework with Taika, I'm traumatizing him.
Really?
Yeah, cause like, he's a creative motherfucker with ADHD. So like, whatever the homework assignment is, he has his own thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
So like, there was one about like, it's like reading comprehension. You have to read this story, and it was about like one duck helping another duck. I mean, 2 ducks helping this turtle like cross the stream or whatever. And they had like a stick, and then so fucking Bernard the turtle like grabbed the stick and was like going across or whatever, right? And then I was like, and I think they need to cross to get the turtle back in water. And I'm like, okay, the question is, why would Bernard cross in the stream? And the first like answer would be like, the criminals are chasing him. And I was like, where in the
biker gang is chasing
where in the article?
They want the diamonds in his back.
The Hells Angels are on his tail.
Where did it say the criminals are chasing him? He goes, they're chasing him, Papa. And it's real to him.
Oh, wow.
You know, he's like, they're real, they're just chasing him. And I'm like, where does it say? He goes, you can tell, just read it. I'm like,
Between the lines.
and I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, this guy's so creative, but he doesn't understand. We just need to extract the facts. And the facts say, get the turtle to water, but then he's making up all this other fucking shit.
Damn, dude.
I discovered that shit in high school, man. I was like, they just want the answers in the book, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's all they want.
easy?
Take it to high school.
Before, I thought they wanted you to formulate your own thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like,
Even after the teacher said, don't formulate your own thoughts.
I never heard that part.
See, they're just turning you into a factory worker.
When they were telling me, I was like, it can't possibly be this easy, where they're just asking you. I thought they wanted you to read, and then now you have to think of abstract based on what you're reading. But then I'm like, well, if it's that easy, why don't I just open the book and copy it? And it's like, yeah, that's what they wanted you to do. And I'm like, fuck, dude, that's so simple. I couldn't even think of that. Damn, but it took me that long to think of it.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
Cool, yeah.
hella long.
My high school.
Man, I went to a stupid high school.
I might have been dumber than that in the other way, because it's like sometimes I didn't even think like the answer would just be in the book. You know?
Yeah.
Like word for word, like why would they just put the answer there? If you're asking a question, why would you just have like why would you ask that? You know it.
Well, I was dumb in the other way, where I know the answers are in the book, but since I can't read, I can't find the answer. So I'm like, you're telling me it's in this paragraph, and I'm trying to read, but then like I can't really understand what the words are forming. So I'm like, fuck, I know like Paul Bunyan did something. I just need to like find what Paul Bunyan did, but I couldn't.
I had the same thing. I couldn't read without instant. Like if I look at the paper, I'm instantly thinking of something else.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was playing word
Did
search.
you have to read like the same sentence like 3 times or something like that?
I keep trailing off. I don't know why. Yeah.
That's what I do now. I didn't used to do that.
Yeah.
I do that now. Oh yeah, dude. I'll be trying to read a book now, and then I'm
Dementia's kicking in.
no, and then I'm thinking about how like. You know, Nikki said the spaghetti I made was too spicy. And I'm like, it wasn't too spicy. I didn't even put any fucking spice in it. I'm trying to read like three paragraphs on my.
I'm winning fake arguments in my head right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. I'm like, how's it too spicy? What the hell did I put in there? I didn't even put anything in there. I put onion powder in there. What the fuck is that?
Looking back now, like when I look back at how I was studying, I'm like, you fucking idiot! It's just right there. Look at the glossary. Look at the bold words. But then like at the time, literally the second I see the page, I'm thinking of like outer space for some fucking reason.
That's 80.
And then I start crying. And what's wrong with me?
And then when I thought, I was like, okay, so this is how you do it. Like the answer is just like written like what. That's what you want, right? So then you start going into like essays and stuff, and then they tell you to like cite your sources. So I had like a phase where like I'd be like, okay, the answer to this like abstract thing is, oh, somebody already wrote about this exact question. So I would take that whole thing, I would put it in my essay, and then I would cite where it's from. And I got in trouble for that, and I was like,
I think teachers were not very good at explaining to a kid how to put something in your own words. A lot of teachers weren't good at that.
yeah,
Dude, when I learned quotations, my essays were 90% just plagiarism.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would just put quotation here, and I would look at the book, and I'd be like, like 3 pages, and then quotation. Because I think what they left out was that they want you to do this thing where like, okay, read that, put in your own words. They left out that guy did that too. That guy also read something, and that's in his own words, and then you're doing it in your own words. They made it look like this was the source.
Yeah,
like,
I thought they invented that
Yeah,
shit.
me too. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is the first guy. How am I supposed to put in my own words? He did it best.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can I be better than that?
Can't be better than Hunter Mifflin or whatever.
Homework is traumatizing.
Yeah, it is. It's
Because,
fucked
like,
up,
I feel like everyone is like, what the fuck? And on top of that, you're getting your ass beat.
Are we getting soft?
This room is uniquely dumb.
yeah.
But also,
look at our profession.
Yeah, no. Legit.
Reading is hard, okay?
but also, it's because we get our ass beat. So that's what's traumatizing about it. Is you're just someone's trying to fucking tutor you. They're screaming at you, and then so there's pressure on top of not knowing what the fuck is going on. And I remember my mom trying to teach me math and smacking me the fuck up while I'm trying to get the answers right. And I was like, fuck, dude.
I had to go to freaking Sylvan Learning Center. You know what that is?
Oh yeah. I know that.
It's like the white people Kumon.
What is it?
It's like Kumon.
Like-
It's like the most boring place you can.
Like, it's a tutoring center?
it's a place where it's almost
Dream's
like
gonna die.
Yeah.
it's a tutoring center where like, but it's mainly for you to do your homework in front of a person that makes sure you do your homework. They're not really,
School, and now you got to go there. After.
yeah, they're not really like doing it for you or helping you that much.
You're not getting ahead. You're just staying like on track.
They're just there to be like, if you have questions, I'm right here. So you're just sitting at this round table, and there's one guy that's just like watching all of you do your homework. And then when you go, I don't know what to do, they're like, okay, let me help you with that, whatever. But then it's really just to do it yourself and be monitored. I had to go to the Stonewood Mall after school to do that shit.
Dang.
It sucked. I used to go to the bathroom and jack off. And the guy was like, you were in there a long time.
You're like, I had to poop.
Yeah.
I'm constipated.
You're pretty sleepy after you poop.
And Ryan goes, I had to use my imagination. He's like, what does that mean?
They did this thing called transition time at Sylvan Learning Center where it's like after you've worked for like 25 minutes, they do 5 minutes of like a game.
Yeah.
And then for this one, they had like a little basketball hoop and everyone lined up and like took a shot.
Sounds like fucking Lumen, dude.
And if you made it,
Fucking basketball time, guys.
you got a gift certificate to the mall. Damn. That the Sylvan Learning Center was in for like $5.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then that's the only thing I liked about it.
Damn. The basketball hoop time.
5 minutes.
That's true, because studying and like doing homework, I was like, man, I want to jack off. And then you just like, and you never did your homework.
It's always an option.
It was, why does that happen? Like, you get all
no,
anxious
dude.
and you're like, I think that's why you get anxiety. You're like,
You just want
"Man,
different elements in your brain to like take control.
Dude,
yeah.
I don't want to read this shit. I'm gonna go jack off.
The traumatizing thing for me, the traumatizing part for me was when I was in the spelling bee.
Yeah.
Like our school was like really big on spelling bee for the conference. Like
like 300 kids or whatever. And then I've actually like won the one in my school. My sister had got first place in the whole district the year before. So my parents were like, oh, you have to do as good or whatever. And then I passed my own school spelling bee and I had to do the big one. And then my mom was helping me review the words, and she got so frustrated with me, she like threw like all the papers and walked away. And I was like, damn, I never seen my mom do that before.
You know how retarded I was? I thought people that were good at spelling bee were just really good at guessing. I was like, ain't no way.
Guessing?
There's no way people know these words like this.
You know what word I missed?
I was like, dude, that guy's hella good. That Indian kid's hella good at guessing.
The word that knocked me out in the big spelling bee was undulate.
How do you even spell? What is
At
that?
what age?
Can you use it in a sentence?
UNDULATE?
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What fucking? I only know that because
You know what got me was bookkeeper, dude.
bookkeeper was that?
Because the KK.
Bookkeeper.
There's 2 Ks?
Bookkeeper?
Oh yeah.
I know. I didn't think of it like that. See?
Bookkeeper?
Undulate, dude.
I can't really spell or I can't tell you what a word is like by verbal, like telling you the letters. I just have to fucking write it out.
word.
So that's spelling bee, you just say the word back?
No, we'll be
Undulate,
like,
yeah,
spell
undulate.
whatever. And I'm like,
That's what I got
bro,
too. I got that too.
It takes me so much brain power to be like, speculation. S-E-B. Fuck, dude, I don't know.
S-E-P?
Did you say it like that too?
I can't give you someone's phone number by their numbers.
Nope.
Yeah, that's true.
P.
You know why? Like,
Equation.
I gotta see the word and then say it. I can't just fucking say it.
How about if it's Japanese words? Is it easier? Like Marugame. Spell that.
M-A-G. Because I'm sounding it out while I'm writing it. Garu, G-A-R-U-M-E. But like if you tell me to write it,
Yeah.
I'll just write it.
Oh, okay.
So I can't like visualize and say it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So having your parents punch you didn't help?
Dude, I don't know. My mom told me the other day. She was like,
Didn't really help that much.
She's like, I don't know how you learn. I'm like, I don't fucking know either. Because she goes, one time we were doing math, and then I got so frustrated. I was just like, I'm late to make dinner, so just deal with it. And then she started making food. And so she checked up on me like 10 minutes later, and she said the whole thing was done and I was playing with toys. And then she's like, where did you copy this shit? And then she looked at me and I was like, I didn't even do it. So like,
You didn't do any of it?
You went
No,
to a
like-
fugue state and just fucking did it.
dude, like literally, I probably. So I probably like did it, and then I was like, oh fuck it, and then I wanted to play with my toys or something, but she was like, how did you fucking do this or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know, I just finished it.
Damn, dude.
And then this was like in elementary school. But I was so fucking stupid that like I thought that when you get the certificates and different awards of like perfect attendance and whatever, I thought that was the lotto.
Wow.
So I was just like,
you thought random kid just got it?
this fucking year, man, I'm gonna get the perfect attendance. And
You're eligible.
but I'd be late and shit, or like I wouldn't come to class, and I'm like, this year I'm gonna get fucking
They
perfect.
just randomly give it out.
Yeah.
No, you know what just fucked me up? You know what just fucked me up? So my niece has like 12 other students in her class or whatever, right? And then she got student of the month recently. And you remember student of the month, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so I was
How do you get student of the month?
Kids.
well, here's the
Never
thing.
been me.
The problem, what I just realized and what my sister was explaining to me is they got excited as parents too. It's like, she finally got student of the month. But then she's got 12 kids in her class. The other 11 kids already got student of the month.
That's how my school did it. My school did it literally, you just have a turn.
That's
See, that's what I'm saying.
I never got a turn. Fuck.
It should be the same kid every month if they're good enough.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, merit-based society,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
No, ours was just, you just get a turn.
That's what
come
I
on.
thought when I got student of the month. I thought I did something.
Oh.
But it's just because it was my turn.
But if
Damn.
you have like 30 kids in your class, then it is the top 12 or whatever, or however the school year is. Because you can't give all 30 kids a turn.
No, I'm talking about the assembly. You guys remember those massive, like where all the whole elementary school come, and then they give out awards and shit. Like that thing is like it's not a participation trophy. You actually get stuff,
you
right?
get stuff, yeah.
When I thought that was a lotto.
Yeah, like valedictorian or whatever.
That's funny to think.
I know, right?
You're just like,
So fucking dumb. Is it me? This
you know you didn't go to school.
No, yeah. And then later you go.
You know you were absent.
Dude, my favorite thing about the valedictorian speech, real quick, was that you know how they always do that shit where they go like, well, we all got here. It's like, wow, crazy. Take a deep breath, and then they're like all those nights we spent studying, working hard, and I'm like, you just lost me, brother. You just, I don't relate to you at all.
Hey, you're a natural, dude.